Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to this week's special episode of the Buffalo Community Podcast. It's a little bit different setup, and I'm sure all of you are aware of what's going on with the coronavirus. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about how that's affecting local businesses, and we're going to make some announcements on that too. But first, let's get some introduction here.
This is the Buffalo Community Podcast, all about the greatest small town in the USA, the people in it, and how it all works together. Here are your hosts, Tyler Reese and Mark Benzer.
Well, we hope this technology is working for us, Mark. Thanks for joining on this.
Yeah.
Definitely keeping our respectful distances from each other with the social distancing suggestions of 6+ feet.
Right. I think we're good there.
I think we're like 2 miles from each other.
I didn't measure, but
No. But yeah, this is kind of a really unique situation for both of us. Well, not for just us, it's for everybody involved. And really just thought maybe this is a good avenue to help bring some awareness to some of our local businesses. And I know we will not get every single business that has made some modifications to their business plan, but we do hope that everybody can share this. And if you do have those modifications, reach out to us, or the chamber is a great resource. They've been excellent at that. But and maybe let's make an announcement before we actually get into this discussion. Today, when we're talking, this is completely apolitical. We do not mean anything in any type of political ramification at all. It's really just a conversation of the situation we're all in. So we hope that there's no sensitivity towards that whatsoever. It's really just a couple of dudes that are hoping to bring some value to our local businesses and go from there and stray away from anything political, and really just kind of hopefully relay some of those questions that we might have in these weird times.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about some of the businesses that have reached out to the chamber, to us. We made a Facebook post about a week ago, less than a week ago, about some of their modifications. And one, I want to jump right to the first one, is that A+ Performance and Graphics. Jason Stensland is the owner of that. He's actually offered 2 options for free signs as curbside pickup and drive-through available. He's located over by the McDonald's here in Buffalo. There's 8 of each version. If you go search on Facebook for A+ Performance and Graphics, you can kind of get a little bit more information from him. But I saw him share that post, and then it was for local restaurants and bars that have made those modifications for curbside pickup, and he is offering some of those resources to them for free. Just kind of stepping up to be a great community member on that. There's also other options for modified advertisements. So A+ Performance and Graphics, search for him on Facebook on there, or you can email him at sales@aplusperformance.com and connect with Jason Stensland on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So I thanked him. He said he got that idea from somebody in Indiana and thought, hey, I could probably do that as well. Great. So maybe let's just go down the list. Do you have your paper in front of you or your computer screen?
Yeah. It looks Spike's Tree Service. He does tree evaluation and can accommodate suggested social distance guidelines. So if you're looking for tree service, Spike Tree Service is still working and still serving. So give them a call if you have any needs there. Evelyn's Wine Bar in Muffy's Basement. I know them along with almost, if not every other restaurant in town is offering some sort of curbside pickup. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't really heard of anybody who is completely shut down as far as restaurants and and things go. But have you heard of anybody who's just not
I saw
able to operate?
I saw Bunkers, of course, is shut down. As of
Okay.
today, I think it's the 25th. They're not offering curbside um, on there. I think I heard some background noise there, which is
No
fine.
one was yelling at the dog.
Yeah, all of our problems when we're working from home or remotely. But I think Bunkers is shut down right now. And some of the things that Evelyn is doing, they're offering the curbside takeout, and they've been doing some video on making some of their cocktails in Muffy's basement. Obviously, you're not going to do a drive-through to go grab a cocktail, but they are just kind of modifying their business plan of staying in front of people and just differently, because they're really just trying to keep their employees fed. You know, make the April rent, which is great. Next up is CK Seafoods replied to our outreach on here, and they're still delivering fresh fish. They can leave it on the doorstep. If you leave payment outside, they'll leave your fish for you. On there, CK Seafood was I think our third episode, so check them out. So I like that they're doing that. They ask please continue to support their business, and I think that's everybody's goal right here is to support as best as we can, because we're all affected here.
Absolutely. What's the scoop? Brady's done a good job of keeping people informed on how we can all continue to support What's the Scoop. And so they're doing a curbside pickup. I know he's put some instructions on how to make that process as smooth as possible. So check out his social platforms there. Facebook, I think, is where I see most of his stuff. And then Donna Drobny, she got the health and wellness products, and they're utilizing phone call orders. And is she Donna have her allowing customers into the store? I guess I'm not totally sure on that.
It was very limited. They're scaling down hours, but they do update their Facebook page. And most of these people, they're doing an excellent job at updating all of their customers on their Facebook. Right now, just because of technology and the way we're recording this, we don't have the ability to put all their contact information here. So if you do hear your business or your friend's business or where you like to go, comment below so they can actually get tagged, and so they can actually see these as well. Exposure is always a good thing here. I know she was making some modifications to some in-person interviews, but it's really just kind of a delicate way to conduct an interview on there. And please remember, if you're listening, one, thank you. And if you do have that business, that we're not going to go over here, because we got some of this from the chamber offices and some of our own posts. Please reach out and just be a part of that conversation, because we all want the best for everybody here in Buffalo and surrounding areas, not just Buffalo. So one of our great people here in town is the chamber offices. I asked them for that help as well, and they're doing an excellent job. And I think it's a great core effort by Sue and Suzanne of letting all their chamber members know who has modifications and who doesn't. And they gave us a nice list here. Buffalo Golf Masters driving range. I love it. That's located just basically back out past Menards. I think everybody knows where that is. With Elmer, and his modification was pay what you can afford. I think that's great. Maybe get that exercise, a little bit more sanity out there, because you can certainly keep your distance at that point and work on some of your drives. As well as Anytime Fitness. Gyms are shut down right now, which that doesn't really affect my life, unfortunately. But that's a personal thing for me. Anytime Fitness and Refined Pilates, they're doing online workout videos. I am seeing a lot of my friends that do own gyms, from college, everything like that. They do live workouts, and it's really cool that they can keep on doing that and actually stay involved with their customer base as well. See, bag lunches. Okay. I missed this part when I was reading through these. Bunkers is supplying bagged lunches. Bunkers, of course,
Nice.
the Thirsty Buffalo as well, and BHM Schools. So if you have any contacts there, please reach out and do your due diligence as well of actually finding some of these resources, because I know a lot of people have been thrown into this, and that reach. There's some responsibility of searching for that resource as well.
You know,
You want to keep on going?
yeah. Bed and Bone 2, offering doggy daycare at reduced prices. Um, Bridging Hope Counseling, offering telehealth, telephone health appointments. Um, I think almost all the churches, Sunday, it was pretty cool to see. I thought so many live streams on Facebook on Sunday morning. Um, we touched on Evelyn's Wine Bar doing takeout. Hayes Public House offering takeout growlers only, of course. And the Buffalo Rock Winery is offering drive-up bottle sales only by appointment. But I think we're seeing people, out there fighting for their business, and not only fighting for their business and trying to continue to bring in income, but also being selfless and providing services for free, or providing meals for kids who are maybe struggling to find meals outside of the school day. So I know, there is so much good um, along with the struggles and the hardships everybody's facing um, that's happening right now. And so it's great to see people's willingness to be unselfish and help out.
You and I talked a little bit yesterday about how our energy will relay in this video. Um, and it's been weird, on this.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody has that feeling. And maybe it's our own responsibility as well to concentrate on those great things instead of all the doom and gloom of the news outlets and just kind of everything. Obviously, you want to be informed, but it's really trying to keep an eye on everything that is going on that is good, because there's so
Mm-hmm.
many people stepping up everywhere around the country.
Yep.
So Buffalo Books and Dunn Brothers, you can walk in and take out your coffee, or you drive through on Dunn Brothers. And again, this is as of March 25th. It's Wednesday, I think, that we're recording on here. And obviously all of these are subject to change with who knows what type of information gets sent out later this week on there. Small business retailers like Lillian's and Aretha Franklin and the Abundant Kitchen are open on there. And when these places are open, I heard something today. It was use common sense with social distancing on here. I know
Mm-hmm.
when we had to go to the grocery store, it was almost like everybody had an invisible bubble around them.
Sure.
There's no cart banging, everything. It was just kind of, moving around. So use common sense, wipe things off, stop touching your face, wash your hands on there. But, and if you're sick, don't go out, send somebody else. So, Buffalo Wine and Spirits, the Highway 55 store will be open daily. Let's see. Okay. Yep. I thought it was the downtown one. Okay. Starting Sunday.
The downtown was the only one open for a little while.
Okay.
I think they might be doing some flipping back and forth. I don't want to.
Sure.
I don't want to spread fake news. I could be wrong on that, but I think they might be alternating some.
Okay,
I'll just read
what they wrote then here.
Perfect.
Until further notice, Buffalo Wine and Spirits will operate one location at a time. Customers will be limited to 10 at one time within the store. The Highway 55 store will be open daily from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. through Saturday, March 28th. And then starting Sunday, March 29th, the downtown Wine and Spirits will be the one open. The schedule for the following weeks will be announced ASAP. Thank you for the patience and understanding during these extraordinary times. So maybe it's just best that we just read what they actually wrote instead of interpreting it. So,
Yeah, probably makes sense.
Yep. So, all right. Go ahead. Go. Keep going down the
Sure.
here.
Rob Stark wants people to know the economy is as volatile and uncertain as it's ever been. These market swings have caused many questions. If you're wondering about your plan or your investments, reach out to Rob. He's always open for a virtual cup of coffee and a phone call.
Yep. I know Rob and his wife, I always see them liking or commenting on our videos. So thanks for the support on Buffalo Community Podcast too.
Mm-hmm.
Rancho Grande in Buffalo is open. They'll be offering takeout orders and regular hours, which are 11 to 8. And they'll deliver, and there will be delivery availables from 11 to 2 and 5
Nice.
to 8, Monday through Sunday from their wonderful staff. All the menu is available. So that's Rancho Grande here in Buffalo.
Fireplace Creation, they are open for business.
As well as the Buffalo Dry Cleaners, they're open and they have regular hours.
In Motion Chiropractic, not offering massage therapy services through March 28th. I would imagine that could change, but as of the most current information we have is they're not offering massage therapy through March 28th. However, they are offering chiropractic services and also open to offering virtual office visits. And just to add on to that, I know I don't know of any chiropractors in town that are not operating. Adjust to Health, I know is open. Kuzma Chiropractic, I know is open. I'm assuming all chiropractors are open at least for certain, if not all of their services, probably some of their more major services that they offer. They're open and wanting to help. So.
Yeah. Yep. And again, this is not a comprehensive list of all of everything in Buffalo. It's really just the list that we were able to get together in the last couple of days on here. Right Lumber, they've made some changes and they've changed their hours from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. So it's not just bars and restaurants. Everybody's making a little bit of a change to kind of limit that exposure on here. So again, I'm going to ask for the support of if you have a business and you have that, comment on here, or really, I think the Chamber of Commerce Facebook website is a great place because they have way more traction than us, but direct them over to them because we definitely don't want anybody left behind on this because it is a very, very sensitive time, on here. And we know that with some uncertainties that there might be limited ways that we can support these businesses. And if we can't do it directly, let's do it passively. I've been sharing their posts on there and wait till we get back to normal and we can all go out in public again.
Right. Hopefully soon. I mean,
yep.
in a responsible kind of way, but we'll see what the future holds. Things that we heard yesterday oftentimes are no longer valid today, and what's valid today might not be appropriate tomorrow. So it's an ever-changing environment that we're in, and so we just kind of hang on for the ride and be responsible, and hopefully we can all move on here quickly and get back to our relative normal.
Yeah. You said something yesterday that really resonated with me was yesterday's news has never seemed so old. And I thought that was mind-boggling to me on that. It's absolutely true. I'll talk a little bit about real estate right now because that's ever-changing as well. What we're being told, and this goes for all of the brokerages, not just Edina Realty, because we're managed by the association, NAR and MAR. on there is right now open houses have been canceled. We can't do them at all. And really to talk to buyers and sellers on one, if you're sick, no, you're not seeing anything either. Really being diligent about that. But if buyer and a seller they want to go see a property, it's really up to them. We're still able to show houses. We've been able to do things differently as far as virtual tours, anything like that. And they're saying do everything electronically that we can, even down to closings and inspections and everything right there. They say do as much as you can electronically and limit the people that are gathered together. So in real estate industry wide, that's coming down the pipeline. And then who knows if the shelter in place changes that. But as of today, Wednesday, that's what the real estate industry is on there. So on there, anything different than the insurance business, or are you seeing in that industry?
Um, I think it's everything that I could do last year, I can still do today. However, nothing's the same anymore. When you're out of the comfort of your office, and when there's so much uncertainty, I guess. Yeah, I think it is just more of a over the phone, email world, but that's the industry has been going in that direction for a long time.
Yeah.
As much as sometimes maybe we try to fight it and continue to work on a face-to-face basis, I think probably it's probably one of the more prepared industries for something like this
Mm-hmm.
than many others. So it's a tough question to answer because things are different, but they are largely the same in certain aspects.
Sure. Um, it's kind of now that we've made our announcements with the businesses on here. I'd kind of like to go over on maybe what some other people are feeling, um, kind of what I'm feeling. I know stress level is up here, and it's really due to the unknown
Mm-hmm.
factor, and I can't be the only one there on there. So when you're listening, know that you're not alone. Everybody else is feeling something, and everybody's going to react a little bit differently on there. And we hope that we can at least show each other and everybody else some grace because we don't know how this is affecting everybody else on here in their daily lives, in their business lives, schooling. I know that's that's uprooted. Schooling at home. I know that starts I think next week for most people. And please be patient because teachers didn't have a plan for this either, and they're going to do their best they can to get the education needed
Mm-hmm.
on here. The chamber put out, I'll lean on them because they're a great resource for our community, is managing anxiety during the COVID-19 outbreak. On here is one, get trusted resources, uh, get trusted sources on here from the cdc.gov. Take care of yourself. Be wary of social media. Eat healthy and balanced meals. Get enough sleep. Stay active. Take a break from the media, and then do things that help you relax. Keep in touch with your support network. I tell you what, that's one thing I really miss. I miss kind of hanging out. We have a coffee group on there. I miss that. You know,
Yeah.
I want to see that. I think everybody kind of misses their friends and hanging out and just being a little bit different on here. And reach out if you do need help on there as we get through this.
Great advice.
It wasn't me. It was the chamber
Yeah.
via some
Yeah. It's amazing
some health company.
how many how many problems we have where the solution is eating right and exercising.
Oh yeah.
I'm starting to think there might be something to that.
Yeah. I think that's going to change. Definitely. We talked a little bit about one, again, warning, this is not a political thing. It's really just some questions that you and I came up with yesterday. How does this change everything? I think everybody's going to be a little bit more alert of being prepared in their home, and not like in a prepper, scary way, but it's more of just being socially aware of washing hands and comfortable distances. And how does this affect the landscape of American business? Some people can't work from home, but some people can on there. And some people are meant for it, some people aren't. So
Right.
it's just a weird time, and I hope everybody's dealing with it the best way that they can for
Yeah, I can tell you that some people are meant for working from home and some aren't, and I would firmly put myself in the category of not meant for working from home.
Same here.
Um, there's a lot of obstacles and challenges that I just have learned for myself that it's best for me to get out of the house and go into the office and kind of surround myself with my work, my 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 agency, and when it's time to leave, I can leave it there and come home. Um, and right now, those lines are being blurred a little bit, even more than what they were. Um, just just having my professional space is also my personal space, and just dealing with that, and it's not easy. And I think there would have been a day when I thought that would have been a pretty awesome thing, um, but that's changed. My attitude about that has changed quite a bit. So
Yeah, absolutely. Because I know everybody's affected by this on here, especially that learning from home um, on there. Kids are
mhm.
learning that too. Um, again, I I wish grace for everybody when they're talking to anybody about anything on the frustrations, because you're not alone, and because everybody's going through something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, oh.
Um, as we're kind of winding down, unless there's anything else you want to talk about of what's going on, I think this is a very good segment of uh, what Buffalo Community Podcast is, the people in it, and how it all works together,
Yeah.
even on certain times here. Um, anything else you want to kind of wind down with?
No, I don't. I don't think so. Um, I can tell you all the cliches and all the things that everybody else is saying, and be patient and be kind and be supportive. If you can get a gift card, get a gift card. If you can get to the curbside, get to the curbside. But I think the more we're able to comply and play by the rules, the quicker we can all get back to normal, whatever that is.
Yeah, I 100% agree there. Um, and it's good luck and thank you, and let's do our part of helping out the best way that we can, because we might be on the other side of needing some help as well. So, um,
Mm-hmm.
Mark, this has been a unique and fun episode as always. Uh, this is going to be airing tomorrow, Thursday. And
Sure.
then actually, we already have our next episode recorded, and that's with Doctors Warren and Heidi Zook, and that will be airing next Thursday. We don't talk about this coronavirus at all, because we recorded that before this even hit. And we didn't even really know that was coming on there.
Right.
So, again, you're going to see us look like very insensitive and not talk about that, but we will air it. I think it was a great episode. Looking forward to it on there. And that one's going to be airing next week, I think April 2nd. So,
Perfect.
for the Buffalo Community Podcast, I'm Tyler.
I am Mark.
And let's try to see if some of these audio things work.
All about the greatest small town in the USA.
That's not a good outro here on there. But here, yeah, we'll end with some applause.
There we go. I like it.
All right. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you next week.